2025 is here, 2024 is gone. What did the market do for 24? What is it doing for 25 so far? So let's take a look and get started with this month's market update. For starters, let me just remind everybody these statistics come from the MLS, the local MLS here in El Paso, and the numbers kind of lag a little bit. So we're going to really look at the numbers for December. We're in January, we'll look at the numbers for December and see what the market has for us or had for us. And then we'll see what it's doing here in January and what it's predicted for the rest of 2024. So don't forget to share. If you know anybody that's in the market that's thinking about doing something in real estate, share this with them. I'm sure it's going to be useful for them. But let's get started with, first of all, median price point. Median price point, this was a real surprise. So for most of last year, the price point was going up a little bit each month. Each month just creeped up, just it's a tiny bit. But if I look at it from this month and to last month, from this month, January 25 to January 24, there's a huge difference. If I recall correctly, we were probably about in the 250s at the beginning of last year. And this month, January 2025, we're at 270, 380. So that's a big jump. If you see those in a year, it's a big jump. And you haven't seen the market, hey, prices are crazy up, increasing like it was doing in previous years. The market is very stable, but it's still going up. The trend is up. So if you're waiting, I don't know why people are still waiting and hoping for something to happen, for prices to drop. I'm not sure what's going on. Rates are not dropping. They're going to be very stable again this year. So they might be a little bit more accessible, but it's a good time to buy a house because prices are still very accessible. We look at what's happening in other parts of the country where prices are really high. Well, guess what? That's where we're going eventually, maybe in a few years. But buy now when you could afford. Buy what you could afford today. So that's a median sales price. I went on a rant there a little bit. But next one is closed sales for the month of December, the end of the year. We closed with 715 closed sales for the month. That was an increase from a previous month from November. And that's kind of expected, a little bit higher. Normally December is a bit slower than November, but we had elections and a lot of things were on hold during elections. A lot of things were being delayed. People were just on standstill. And after that, everything took off. Really, the market really picked up last month. After the elections in November, it really picked up even with the holidays. And so we saw that in the number of closed sales that happened. And the next number here is going to be active listings. The number of active listings that we had in our market is 2413. So that number was a little bit lower, about 12% from November. So that's because there was a higher number of sales that closed. So active inventory is kind of creeping down. What that tells us is that homes were selling and not a lot of newer homes hit the market, right? Days on market, this number really surprised me. Days on market was a number that we had seen very stable for last year. We came down to the numbers like 20 plus days on market. 30 days on market was pretty average, but we were looking at 30 days or less on market for last year. In December, that number jumped up a little bit, 41 days on market. And that comes hand in hand with, again, the elections towards in the year, Thanksgiving, Christmas, a lot of things get delayed and it can prolong. So homes stayed on the market a little bit longer, but it's also a very fast paced market. And so I tell people this all the time, you're looking at something, you see a house for sale, if you like it, a bunch of other people are probably gonna like it as well because our inventories are low. So you wanna be prepared, you wanna be educated, you wanna be informed to be able to make that offer as fast as you can. Don't delay, don't think about it. When you see something pop up online, it's already too late. You have to be ready before you see that. The next number here is median price per square foot. Median price per square foot is $161 per square foot. That number is also gone up throughout the year. Last year, it goes hand in hand with median price point. It's a number that it's a good indicator to see compare homes without doing a full analysis of how the house is priced compared to the neighbors. So median price point is also going up, which is again hand in hand with median sales price. The last number here is new listings that hit the market. So that was 633. That number dropped from even November, and it's expected to be the end of the year. But we have more sales, less listings come up. So that tells me that we're in a shortage of inventory. We still have less homes available for buyers out there. So I keep telling people, if you've been considering selling, you've been considering looking at stepping into the market as a seller, this is a time to get ready. We're prepping. We have clients that are ready and prepping for us to hit the market early spring. So let's get you ready. January is the best time to get your home ready, and so we can list late February, March, and or even later in the summer. It's still a good time to get informed, get everything ready, and come to the market really strong and prepared. And that's what we're here to help you do. But that's the market update for January 2025. It's going to be an exciting year. I think this year is we're going to see a substantial difference of what it has been the last 2 years, which were the worst years in like 30 years of real estate as far as sales go. Not the worst years, but the least number of sales happened in 24 and 23 compared to 30 years ago. That tells you something, but this market for 25 is positioned to be a great market for buying or selling. There's going to be movement, things are going to be changing. So watch videos like these, subscribe so you can stay informed and know what's going on in the market, and you're prepared for when it comes time to make decisions for you and your family. We'll see you next month.